here still getting coffee and stuff, but since some folks may have to sit through ads, we're gonna turn and try to figure out where that extra hour went that they were all robbed of, like me, and then we'll be with you soon. All right, so we're here. It's just you're gonna hear kitchen noises and stare at poor Louie's face here for a few minutes before the sweet, sweet caffeine has kicked in.
Kitchen noises.
Kitchen noises, and yes, I think we should put a big fat warning up front, and we will say this again multiple times. You can talk about Magnus all you want. Since it's been a couple of days since episode 200 came out, and since we know this group is very pro TMA, I think we're going to wind up spending a lot of time today talking about it anyway. So you will hear Alistair, who's apparently decided to cough in the background, and me, who needs to go make a cup of coffee. So I got to open Discord, and you can all... I can't even run my laptop this morning, y'all.
You can swear.
Huh?
Totally can swear as well.
Oh, yeah, you can totally swear. You can swear and talk about Magnus. We should have called this stream "Fuck You Magnus 200" or something to get the point across. But yeah, exactly. All right. Hi, Wendy. I was just coming over to the Discord to say hi to you, and now I'm just waiting for the Discord to load. I know people. Some people are very okay. Some people are very not okay. It is. All of your emotions are valid. All of your various and sundry emotions. We have... So, my emotions is like a jar of marbles all over the floor. They are everywhere. Coffee.
Yes, very eloquent after you've had coffee.
Wait, Wendy, we have been showing off Chungus for a while now. And he was very well received. And Wendy's put more cute things in chats. Yay.
Also, you may not have noticed, but one of the wonderful kind of big long thank you Magnus art threads. Chungus is officially included as a pet and support staff.
Yeah, I know. I hope everybody saw that. That was very cute. I'll have to probably find a way to put that in the chat. I'm going to stop right now and just make myself a coffee.
Just make some coffee.
Please, for the love of all that's holy. Yeah, we sound a little bit rough because...
We talked for 7 hours yesterday.
Yeah, we've had a lot of meetings. And to be fair, social events and meetings. Already, we had like 7 hours worth of them yesterday. And then a bunch on Friday. And then a crap ton on Thursday. So we're tired. We are tired and a little croaky sounding. I did think he ought to have been in the pet section, though, since he's, alive. He was in the pet section. Oh, no, you're right. He was in the comfort core, wasn't he? I think it was a spacing thing, Wendy. I think they just ran out. There were too many pets. Rumor says Mag 200 wouldn't have been as good without Chungus. That's a great rumor for rats. I love that rumor. Okay. All right, this is me standing up making coffee. Yay.
Here's coffee.
Here's coffee. I think we have some cheese scones left as well. Oh, and you brought pastries. I love you with my whole entire heart. Where's my big mug? I need the big mug today.
You want the big bitch one?
I need my big mug. I will tell the chat about my big one. Can I have a spoon, please?
Yeah, of course.
Where's the sugar?
In front of you, sweetie.
Oh, God. We're that bad, are we? Ooh, big spoon. Well done. Did you finally get a chance to talk to Johnny last night?
No. I didn't get any alone time with Johnny, Hannah, or Alex.
Oh well. That's fine. He made do a drive-by to say hello for me, but I think he just had way too much to do.
Honestly, I'm going to email...
I did get to talk to both Calvin and Ty for a bit, too, though.
Isn't Hyde lovely?
Yeah, Ty's really fun. Martin is evil. Oh my gosh, Martin is like the personification of chaos.
I love his description of everything seems... Alex isn't really switched on yet. Vertical has this weird chaotic energy with it.
That would be me.
No, I'm dropping an email Alex and Johnny today and just go, didn't get a chance to do this yesterday, but thanks.
Yeah, good job.
You know?
That's a good idea. here I am with my coffee. I am in my special mug today. Okay, I like big mugs and I cannot lie. And that's true. And I drink my coffee out of a very big mug every morning. But today is the even bigger mug and it's white and it has pink lettering on it and it says Big Bitch because that's the mood I'm in today. So I'm having the Big Bitch mood coffee. There we go. We're allowed to swear this morning, are we? This morning, yes. I think we're just too tired. I think we're just too tired to not be pro swear. And I'll be honest, I'm pro swear in general.
Fuck yeah, you are. Here you go.
Thank you. It's all right. We Wednesday night streams, we try to keep a little more PG-17. But on Sunday morning, everybody's so exhausted, we just don't have time. I didn't realize we couldn't swear. And then here comes Annel. Quick, get your swears out before Annel shows up. Hi, Annel. Good morning. We were just talking about how we're all too tired this morning to not swear, so we're just gonna.
Good morning, Annel.
Hi, Annel.
Yeah, Wednesday night streams in the Mary Whitehouse Experience and Sunday morning streams in Dennis Leary.
I got one of those references.
That dates me horribly. I'm alright with that.
I didn't get the second. I don't know who she is, but I definitely know who Dennis Leary is. Yeah, I slept like crud. Like we woke up at. Let's be fair. We went to bed at like 1:30, 2. And then we woke up at like 4, and then I woke up at 7. I'm like, wow, I think I might be awake. But I'm just going to try and doze a little bit. And then my alarm didn't go off, and I woke up at 9:47, and I was like, crap. Because, of course, at 7 a.m., I'm like, did my phone change the time automatically? Or am I displaced? No, Alistair, none of us has the energy for Dennis Leary. Stop it.
Oh,
Silver, that's so sweet.
I'm actually touched. Thank you, Silver.
But when you guys showed up on the stream, the chat was yelling how the captain is here. Oh, that was really nice. We had so much fun with that on Thursday night. And I got to play with Hannah, and Hannah is like, she's just so much fun. And I don't get to spend nearly enough time with her, which is so nice.
There was a thing that happened at the rap party, which I meant to tell you, which amused me no end. Because the last time we talked to Hannah and Alex, it was on Skype.
Is this a public thing?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Just make sure.
But at the rap party at one point last night, Hannah came up and chatted for a little bit. Went, "Can I just borrow Alex?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure, it's fine." And it was only after she'd done that I realised the party was in a virtual space, and they live in the same house.
We spent a lot of time talking about that, about what the new conventions for Zoom parties and Discord parties are, now that we, are occupying digital space, but sometimes also physical space, and the whole, okay, how do I move away without having to do that social, well, if you'll just excuse me thing. Marguerite, not awake enough to not swear, awake enough to check disclosure rules. Welcome to my brain! Ocean, you are very observant. Thank you. Oh gosh, that's tickled me. Oh, I haven't been this sleep deprived in a while, I don't think. Please excuse the spontaneous outbursts of mirth. Anyway, yes, that was adorable. Like compliance brain, lawyer brain doesn't turn off, right? It's why it takes very stern people with very stern stuff to be able to handle living with me. I love you so much. I love you so much for your patience and your understanding that sometimes I'm sorry, I just can't not. I mean, Alex is struck by logical conclusions and mirth, and I'm just struck by consequences and risk, and I can't not talk about them, and I love you.
I love you too.
I love you too. What are we doing in this game today? I think we're trying to avoid World War Zero.
Are you sure?
But it got really strange last time. So let me I need to write something down really fast because otherwise it's going to fall out of my brain. Okay, I've done that. And now I need to look at where on earth we were when we last left off so I can give like a little bit of a recap.
While you're doing that...
We're at the conclave. We just had the conclave. That's right.
And I love King Shark so much.
Oh, I know.
He's
King
my
Shark's
special
the best.
shark bitey boy. And I desperately hope there are action figures because I want a chonko, amiably terrifying shark man in Bermuda shorts to live on my desk forever.
Really?
Yes.
Only if we also get a John Constantine figure and you make them kiss. That's my requirement.
King Shark is... King Shark. See, Wendy, because this is my brain, all that reminds me of is very, very early noughties hit She Fucking Hates Me by Puddle of Mud, which Radio 1 DJ Mark Radcliffe insisted on referring to as She Kin Hates Me, which just amuses me tremendously.
Don't worry, Wendy. There will be much Alistair and Marguerite show today, I'm sure. Don't worry about it.
Alistair and Marguerite show.
I want a better
And then you
theme
just
song
lean on
than
and I
that.
honk my nose.
Why would I honk your nose? You're not a clown. We're not into that.
That's a good point. No, we're not. We don't do clowns. I don't care how much time they put into programming those clowns.
I love that they were in the chat. They're like, hey, we spent a lot of time on those. I'm like, that is awesome and you were valid, but no.
Tough on murdered clowns, tough on the causes of murdered clowns.
Exactly. And, oh my gosh, we have to talk about how TikTok has been ripping at my heart and stomping on it and showing it to me for the last several days. I think I've followed like 8 new cosplayers just because they're doing fantastically angsty, lonely eyes stuff. It's so wonderful. It's so incredibly wonderful. Folks, if you don't mind, I'm gonna not start the game yet for another moment or two because Alistair's brought me a vanilla crown and I could use some sugar as well as my caffeine this morning.
It's another food group.
So, yeah, coffee, sugar,
And rage.
now beans, bacon, whiskey, and lard. That's the line. Oh, I haven't watched that movie in forever. Cilantro. Exactly. Right. Okay. Might have to watch that again.
Atlantis, right?
Yeah, I loved Atlantis.
I have several friends who walked out of Atlantis and went, well, I'm gay.
Right? Exactly. Q says hi, everyone. Hi, Q.
Hey, Q.
Vamp, I need a minute.
Okay, so she needs a minute. I'm going to vamp. Yeah. If the only thing in the Suicide Squad trailer was Peter Capaldi with spark plugs in his head, I would be very happy. But my God, King Shark.
He's voiced by Stallone, Sylvester Stallone.
And I mean, you could actually hear it in the trailer. The delivery on hand is very Indian. You know, Idris Elba being done with everyone's bullshit instantly. I could go back inside if you want.
That's
patronizing.
That was so sweet. That was so sweet. Oh yeah, that's the other thing that happened yesterday while I was in the middle of 9,000 things. I had a tweet go viral. I'm like, oh no, what is happening? Which explains why my mentions are a hot garbage fire.
She really did. This whole ridiculous thing when the Bilderberg Group have paid to have some Prince William be voted the sexiest bald man on earth last year. And, the two best responses to it I saw were Meg Ellison's, which was, did Shamar Moore fucking die?
Yeah.
And yours.
I was like, did Stanley Tucci and James Spader and Dwayne Johnson and Jason Statham all die? No one told me.
4,000 likes later.
I know, right? Yeah. So, okay. Speaking of Twitter, hey chat, can I show you something? Can you go and look at Alistair's Twitter profile? And then can you go and look at how he's 10 followers away from 10,000?
Only 10 now. Oh my God.
You were at 9,990 followers on Twitter. I'm really hoping you get to 10,000.
999.
999. Yep, punchy. Very punchy. Oh yes, and Wendy, please tell Onion that we love him and that he should have special treats.
Yeah, Onion is a very, very special boy.
He's growing really, really fast.
Good
I know,
grief,
you
yes.
can't follow him again. It's
And
not
thank
fair.
you, everybody.
King Shark needs to say Adrian. Yeah, he has to. Absolutely has to.
See, the thing which I didn't notice until I saw some stills was he's in Bermuda shorts.
Mm-hmm.
Because why wouldn't he be?
I mean, it's like the Hulk. Your wardrobe options are limited at that size.
One of the things I love, I forget which one it's in, but one of the Avengers movie adaptation novels canonically establishes that Tony developed a special stretching material for Bruce's pants.
It wasn't Tony. It was Reed Richards. Reed Richards invented the Pym molecule. Pym molecules are responsible for Hulk shorts.
In the movies, I thought it was that Tony had developed like special science lycra, so he always had bike shorts on. Because no one wants to see little Hulk.
They never talked about it, but canonically in the comics, it's Richards.
Yeah. Curse you, Richards!
Al Stewart, over 9,000. Absolutely.
Hey, Andrew.
It's way day for Onion. And he's growing so big so fast, Wendy. I'm assuming that's normal for guinea pigs. Well, the nice thing is, Silver, Onion doesn't care and can't read the scale, so Onion cannot be fat-shamed. Lucky Onion.
I had to go feed the cats and the meat. What have I missed? King Shark, some cake, and whether or not you can fat shame hamster?
Guinea pig.
Guinea pig. And it turns out you can't, because they're amazing.
And because fat shaming is evil and should never exist.
Yes.
Exactly. Everybody weighs like when wizards arrive to parties, exactly when they should. Precisely on time. Right. Yeah, you can't fat shame cats, they don't care. And that you can't fat shame dogs because they just love you. And on that very deep note this morning.
Plus with cats, it's always the instance of, do what you want to me, human. I will eat you the second you die. The second.
Okay. So, previously on the council.
Thank
Thank you very much. We attended the conclave where we were all white, mostly European men deciding the fate of the world before we are their betters.
Now,
which
who
I
shall
had
do a
opinions
war?
about. And excuse me, everyone. The proposal put forward by, what's his name? Who's in charge here? I'm in charge here.
Asshole.
Yes, but we need to be more
Asshole McGillicuddy.
specific. What's his name? The guy who's in charge, that's name Mortimer. There we go. Currently escapes me. He wants to convince the Spanish to give the Louisiana Purchase to the French, and then has already in the background convinced the French that they're going to give it to the Americans to basically bring about history as we know it. And we, Alistair and I, and the chat, have posited that this might be due to the fact that Mortimer is trying to find the Fountain of Youth, which, according to the legends of Ponce de Leon, exists in Florida at this period of time. So that was our theory. But all of the, let's call them royalists, because they are, have said, no, king, crown, country, classism, yeah.
In that tone of voice, too.
And we're supposed to align with the French and the Americans going, no, democracy, modernism, yay. But instead, we left with the royalists because, well, my goal is I want to infiltrate their thinking and see if I can influence it, which I think is actually Mortimer's goal as well. So that's where we are. We've stormed off with all of the royalists, and who now swear that we have earned their loyalty. And who only knows what's going to happen next. Wendy, give me a hot second. I will find photo evidence of him being an absolute unit. True fact. That museum, the English Museum of Rural Life, is in the town where we live.
One of my closest friends was the next person employed as their social media manager.
Because that guy just blew up, right?
Yeah, after the man who coined the term absolute unit, and who then walked into a ridiculous job based on his ability to make things go viral.
Tim Meredith is asking, I was recently reminded that I am in one scene of the Magnus Archives playing a group of laughing politicians. If anyone knows what episode that is, so he can listen to it. If you know, would you please go tell Tim on social media, on Twitter? Because I don't, and because I'm streaming, and because that makes me, at this very second, and for this very second only, cooler than Tim Meredith.
I would dispute so much of that statement.
I'm sure you would, but that is your prerogative. You are entitled, nay, obligated by the rules of honor. Wow, I get weird when I'm tired.
Good Lord.
Mag 189, I believe. Well done, Flores. Well done, Anna.
I thought Tim was the one going, well
done, Specky.
David!
I'm sure he did not say David. You need to go get lotion for your poor dried hands.
I will in a moment. That moment is now.
By the way, that was the look I just gave him. That was the now, please. You're better than Tim, Marguerite, since he's just an SFX. Bless you, Anna. Bless you.
Wednesday, pass the salt. What do we say? Now.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. Hey, Shadows Hold Secrets. Good morning. You have missed 23 minutes of nonsense and absolutely zero plot. Excellent timing. Just bring in the bottle, because I could use some too. Ah! You can't see, but this is my wide and impressed look. Excellent. Okay, fine. Let's not do World War Zero, shall we?
Let's not do a war.
Let's not do a war. All right, we're going to start this game now. I think I've had enough coffee. We are in the small salon, which I love saying.
Salon.
Salon. Is this the... I'm Save Game 2, right? Yeah, well, that one is in 2018, so I hope so. I hope we haven't, messed up that much time travel. Though that would be amazing premise for a short story. If you had control over how much time daylight savings time was. Do you lose an hour?
Ooh.
Do you lose a year? Oh my gosh, I totally have to write that idea down.
That's actually very similar to one of the best episodes of Calls. Guy is told that he's about to become a dad. Freaks out, punches his garage door, goes off for a drive.
Go get lotion for your dry hand. Hal perks up. Hand! He lost that opportunity, Andrew. That was a beautiful opportunity, and it passed him right by. You were much more on your game this morning. Where am I? I'm playing.
As he's driving, obviously people are calling him, trying to reason with him. And the first time they call him, he's been missing for 5 days. And the further away he gets, the further in time he gets away from his home, until by the end of the episode, he gets a phone call from his mom's executors.
Oh
explaining
no!
that he's vanished for 40 years.
Oh no!
And it finishes with him realizing the only thing he can do is turn around and face his new situation.
And drive back.
And it stops just as he gets to his driveway with his adult kid in the future, standing on the driveway in the future, talking to him, persuading him to come home.
Oh, so you don't know whether or not it's worked or not.
It's a really good one.
Segue. Excellent ending. Alistair is now high-fiving me, just so everybody knows. Alright. Oh, we're back in the place where might be some stuff. Oh, God. Come on, Marguerite. You can do better than that,
No
right?
space left. I'll retrieve it later.
That's another golden elixir. I already had it. I hope we go back to the council room, because there's all that stuff in there that I didn't have space for, and I want it. Okay, so what am I supposed to be doing? Try to convince George Washington. Okay, fine. Can I do anything else?
What the hell kind of day is it?
Well, it's become night.
Okay.
See, it's dark now. Time has passed. We've had narrative time passing. What is that symbol in the top? I think that's you made decisions that people didn't like, so you need to use the thing. Come on, words. We can do words. Character. Okay, yeah. What is this? Can I mouse over this? Exhausted. 1 unusable effort port. I am exhausted from all of my counseling.
You're exhausted times 2.
Where does it say that?
The little white circle next to the guy going.
Oh no.
Give me a minute.
How do I get rid of being exhausted?
You sleep.
Oh god, I hope not.
Isn't there a thing that turns off? Isn't it golden elixir?
I'm trying to find it right now. cures negative alterations.
You have, like,
Let's
5.
try
Use one.
using it. Yes! And there was another one over here. Well remembered. +1 gold star to you. Don't laugh. I actually bought Alistair gold star post-it notes because he was very bad at marking his
everything.
accomplishments. And so
Still have
whenever
several of them.
awesome things would happen, I would write them down on a gold star post-it note for him.
And stick it to a wall.
That's the Amber book.
Chronicles of the Amber Princess. As I recall,
There's a
Dorkin
unique
was my
monk of
favorite
weird
character.
York-based cognitive dissonance. in
Morrison
it.
was my favorite character, but the one I wanted to bone was Corwin. Anyway, go ahead.
Go up to look at that painting.
Hot.
Lascivious Lucifer up there was for a very, very long time the chosen Twitter avatar of my friend Spencer, who Wendy knows. So every time we're in this room, I don't know whether Wendy has this too, I'm like, Spence, accidental yoga thief, biking, what's going on?
CZZ said, I'm so bad at being proud of my accomplishments. The moment I do the hard thing, my brain thinks it wasn't hard.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hi, you're
We
my friend.
spend a lot of time in this household making each other recognize
Yes,
and
it really does,
enjoy and mark occasions where we have done accomplishments because we have those tendencies as well. For example, whenever we get like major award nominations, God, that sounds pretentious. Or okay, let me use a better example. When I graduated from law school, I bought myself a Burberry scarf because it was something that I would never normally have spent that much money on, but that I wanted to always remind me of that accomplishment. So that's how I like to mark accomplishments is I will spend money on a thing that I wouldn't otherwise spend money on. There was a lot of Lego in this house. Some of that Lego is because there was a good accomplishment and we wanted to remark it. Got an A on your cryptography exam. The one I missed. Well done, Ocean. Very well done. Cryptography exams sound awesome. Where am I going? Where is George Washington? Who's in charge here?
George!
Wait, isn't
George.
George back in the Great Conclave
George.
chamber?
George!
George, come back. I know I left. Oh no, servant says no. Hey, you Holden?
Let me in, please.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir, but that's impossible.
Yeah, who is still inside?
Can you at least tell me who is still in the room? I'm looking for a guest.
Yep.
Of course, sir. It would seem that only Lord Mortimer and Mr. Napoleon are present. The other guests have gone back to their rooms by another door.
Oh, okay. Back to their rooms.
Thank you.
All
Have a
right.
good evening, sir.
Let's see. Let's go back upstairs and see if we can find people. If they're back in their rooms, we may be able to get in the rooms of Peru, the Spanish guy who hasn't arrived, who just arrived. 1780 stays are going to be incredibly accomplishment. Oh gosh, historical sewing is awesome. Who's making a historical sewing thing? Yeah, thank you, Eldritch. Come to Whoa, wait.
Have you been... what?
We're getting quite the view of the ceiling all of a sudden. No, this is just the entryway. Has anybody restocked the couch cushions? Could do with the little good
Excuse me,
old-fashioned
anyone's money
couch
falling out?
cushion
We need to
rifling
snake us.
right now. I don't want to start a war. I'd rather rifle couch cushions. Oh, here's another servant.
What can I do for you, sir?
Let's find
I
out.
am at your service day and night, sir.
Don't get murdered.
Would you happen to know where I could find Monsieur Washington?
Sorry, sir, I haven't the foggiest.
Andrew, that is the
Perhaps,
most
sir, I ought to
magnificent
try in
carpet
President
you've ever
Washington's
seen.
room?
Say again?
Andrew just said, I got A in crypto, but unfortunately my certificate was a Caesar cipher with a left shift of 3.
I clung tenaciously to the very end of that joke.
There is a superb
Yeah, I think we're going to try Zoom.
linguistics-based podcast called En Clair.
Oh, I
which Wendy
love
turned us
Eau Claire.
onto. And it's EN space CLAIR. And
It's linguistic investigations.
and anthropology.
I know.
Kind
It's
of.
really good.
And they did 2 multi-part series, which are legitimately some of the best podcasting I've ever heard. There is a 5-part, startlingly grim and absolutely fascinating dissection of why it took so long to find the Yorkshire Ripper, including how a linguist had isolated to within about 5 miles where in Yorkshire he lived, based purely on witness statements.
Someone has stropped.
Hey, Peru's name tag's fallen off, and his door's ajar.
And those doors are ajar.
Yep. The door is ajar. All right. We may walk in on a crime scene here. Here we go.
Is. Yeah, the Ripper series and the Enigma one was the other one I was going to recommend. When they're both superb. And thank you so much for switching me onto that.
Oh, his room's been rifled,
Washington?
or he's pitched a fit. What do you mean there's Washington? I don't see anybody.
Whose room is this?
Peru's.
Oh God. Jesus, really? I had no idea.
The Massacre of the Innocents by Rubens.
Great.
A bit gloomy. Guess my room is not that bad.
Got any good books?
You guys hold?
I can hear the ocean. I think his balcony door may be open next door.
You sure it's not the fan of the PS4?
No, it's not. It's coming through my headphones.
Nice decor for a Revolutionary Tribunal judge's room.
That's right. I think we've been in here before.
Dear Monsieur Peru, I'm
I
writing
hate
to
to
thank
say
you
this,
for the
but
funds.
this is the
All
kind of
right.
game where
I've retrieved
if
everything.
the balcony is open and you can hear the ocean,
The
Right?
Massacre of the Innocents, but by Van Harlem. I think that Mortimer likes to play mind games with his guests.
No, Louis, really? Yeah, I think. Well, remember, Peru was the one who was very upset at the council. He didn't really take part. I think he was supposed to side with the French, and he's angry. Okay. My dear little Eleanor, I wanted to share with you my calmer thoughts at the moment. Needless to say how much I miss you and how much I regret having to be separated from you. But I know you will be virtuous, courageous, and safe with your sister, Marie-Helene. Virtuous. I will never be able to mend my mistakes, but I do not know how to save you from their consequences once and for all. Be assured of my fatherly devotion and affection, never doubt it, come what may. Oh, that's ominous. You must know that everything will turn out for the best now. I am determined to protect you whatever the price I have to pay, and so be confident and serene in times of ordeal. With all my love, your ever proud father. So, he knows he's messed things up with a kid. That door appears open. Or at least it's giving me the indication I might be able to go out on the balcony. But I'm going to check his other room for book tub! Anything else in here I can take? Love the traveling chests. This is his room. Ooh, what's that? Is that a bath paddle? Is that a giant shoehorn? I'm not quite sure. Let's not ask
That
too
looks
many
like a big
questions.
horn to me.
I don't kick shit. Let's move on. Fuck. I think there doesn't. There are no books in his tub. But we could go out on the balcony. The fact that I can hear the ocean makes me think I want to go out on the balcony.
Actually, I think some of them
Oh,
are just
yes,
falling
okay.
over.
Okay. Maybe he's out here. Ah, he is. There he is. Just a second, I'll be right with you. It's just a light. You okay, dude? I mean, I know we don't get along, but...
Hey, ass tat.
Oh, okay. So, see, we're looking out over the garden now. Oh, it's pretty at night. I guess we should talk to him, right? He's obviously distraught. Andrew.
Leave me, Deriche. I don't feel like talking. Are you gonna keep sticking to me like glue? Hell's bells, I don't deserve this. There's nothing you can do for me.
What's going on? Maybe I can help.
Still drinking.
Not anymore, you can't. Not against him. But thanks for the offer.
Who are you talking about?
You know very well.
Lord Mortimer? You talk as if you were in danger, monsieur. Has he threatened you in any way?
I'm done for, Monsieur de Richet. I played with the devil, and I lost.
Let's see. I can tell him, you're stronger than that. You're not alone. You have your daughter. I can ask him what he means by the devil, or psychology at no cost. I can make him talk. Isn't he weak to psychology? Where are you, Peru? He is, in fact, vulnerable to psychology. Should we make him talk? Figure out what's going on? Yeah, let's do it.
Don't you think it would be good for you to shed your burden?
That is my intention.
Oh,
You're
dear.
worried. You have a secret. You're afraid of talking about it.
He's afraid for others. He's afraid for his daughter, because we read that letter.
You're protecting someone who's dear to you. And apparently, you're prepared to die for that person.
Twice over.
Are you afraid for your daughter?
What are you? Be careful, de Richet. Be very careful what you're about to say if you don't want to go flying off the balcony! What do you know about her?
Nothing apart from the fact that you love her and you're saying goodbye to her. I read your letter on your desk.
I ought to get rid of you.
Perhaps I can help you.
The hero syndrome.
Oh, God.
You always think you can fix things.
Well, yes, I'm a play
She
character.
will be safer far away from me. That's it. What's more, no one must find out where or who she is. Is that clear?
Perfectly. But why say goodbye to her? She must still need you.
The only thing she needs is for him never to find her. Time is short, Louis. Follow my advice. Find your mother if she's still alive, and get out of here. Flee this damned island of doom.
Are we in danger?
You've been in danger since the minute you set foot on this rock. He wants you. He's sizing you up. He is circling around you. It's blindingly obvious, and you, flattered as you are, will soon be running around for him just to keep your place among his precious few. It feels so good to be accepted by him.
Ooh, he's actually
You will
rather insightful.
experience power, wealth, glory. He will give it all to you until one day you will feel so eaten up inside that you will no longer know who you are. You will find yourself void of all conscience, of all freedom, and can no longer look at yourself in the mirror without feeling sick.
Please don't throw
Refuse, I
yourself
tell
off the
you.
balcony.
From now on, say no. No!
You're a good man, Louis. You look after yourself. As for me, I shall take back my freedom tomorrow morning. I'm through with it all.
There you go. Back in the saddle. I'm glad to hear it.
Come on. It's late. I'd like to get some rest.
Very well. I'll leave you then. See you tomorrow, monsieur.
God, I hope he doesn't. We wake up dead. Wake up tomorrow morning and he's dead. I really hope not. So where are we now? I'm on this balcony. Whose rooms are these? It's Emily's room. We've been through Emily's room. Let's go check out. Can we get into Napoleon's rooms? Yes. Oh. Oh, this is... Dear Monsieur Bonaparte, in reply to your demand of enthronement into our society, and hereby inform you that unfortunately you do not meet the criteria required to be a member of the Golden Order. We are, however, honored by the interest you've shown in our research and activities. We have no doubt that your keen interest for the occult sciences will one day allow you to join us, and in anticipation of that day, please accept the expression of our full consideration. I have the honor to be your obedient servant, Sarah de Richet. I'm going to remember that line. Please accept the expression of our full consideration. That's a good one. I got to write that down. So he's tried to join the gold. Oh wow! Look, that's not the Illuminati pyramid or anything. He tried to join the Golden Order and was denied. Interesting. What else is in Napoleon's room? Yeah, Hannibal. Okay.
The Beaucaire dinner. It hasn't been signed yet, but there's a letter with it.
Ooh. Wow, that's very difficult. Vigilance. Let's read the letter. My dear Bullish, within the next few months, we both know that it's sheer lack of time that I think that's supposed to be prevented. There's a V missing. You from stringing these lines together yourself. The ideas are yours, though. No need to feel indebted. Your success will suffice for the good of all. So Mortimer's ghostwriting his correspondence, huh?
So, Bonaparte is going to publish a book that he didn't write. That crafty little rascal.
Ghostwriting! I bet if we look at the handwriting, it'll tell us who actually did it. Let's use one of our get your next skill use for free items, because this one's really expensive. I think vigilance is one of the skills we're trying to kind of learn right now, isn't it? We don't have any books on vigilance, do we? I need more books on vigilance. Or I need to spend points on vigilance. What just gives me the next one free? Carmelite water. And that one's up. And we have 5 of them. So yeah, let's use the Carmelite water. And examine the writing.
It isn't signed. That's some quality paper. And that handwriting, I'd say it's Mortimer's.
Ha ha! I was right. Exactly. Okay. Zolia. Hi, Zolia. Good morning. 4 Rats has to head off and be adulty. No worries. Have a good one. Adult well. Okay. So we'll put that back. So Mortimer's ghost written a book for Napoleon. Interesting. Ooh, more stuff on his desk. Oh, and there's something over here. Oh, that's the letter we already read. Okay, fine. What's these? That's, looks like a map for more letters. Ooh, what's with this chair? That's a sword,
It's a
right?
beautiful weapon. A lovely damask blade. It's marked with the initials of the manufacturer in Versailles.
My dearest son, I'm writing to implore you to act quickly. The
Interesting
situation
that
is
this one's
rapidly
narrated.
worsening here. Paoli continues to steer our motherland, Corsica, toward open warfare between France and England. His men are everywhere. We are obliged to go into hiding and are unable to remain in the same place for more than 2 days. I wouldn't be surprised if they targeted us soon. Make haste, my son. You hold our destiny in your hands. Your loving mother, Maria Letizia Bonaparte.
Interesting. Okay, let's see. I think that's it for Napoleon's room, isn't it? Can we get next door? No. Alright, let's go back into the hallway then. I think we were supposed to get the... He only has the one room? Yeah, his bedroom is closed currently. Okay, fine. Oh, so I'm thinking Peru's the one who smashed his sign up. He was not happy. So who else is here? So next around is Emily's room. Who else's room could we check? Well, Washington's over here, so let's go around the long way. Von Warner. Tower room. I wonder if the tower room is open again. I think this is Godoy's room, and we still haven't been able to get into it, so let's try. Washington's this way anyway. this is... Oop, this is...
Duchess Emily Hillsborough.
Yeah, her room is locked, I bet. Yeah, okay. Let's see.
Duke Manuel Godoy.
Ah, we can get in Godoy's room for the first time. Uh-oh. Loading screen. This could be dangerous. He's not here, so that's a good starting sign. Oh, he has a piano, or a pianoforte. All right, let's be methodical.
Prometheus, punished for stealing fire from the gods and giving it to man.
Okay. Interesting choice.
Don Quixote,
Ah!
talking without thinking is like shooting without taking aim. I have to think about that one.
Okay. Lots of consequences of your actions
The
paintings.
Kiss of Judas, painted by Caravaggio. This is how Judas pointed out Christ to the Roman soldiers. Can you imagine a worse betrayal?
Yeah, okay. This is all about loyalty, isn't it? Loyalty and knowing one's place. Oh, that's a royal jelly, but my inventory's full, so let me use one. Come on, brain, you do things. There we go. Great. Now we're full up again. Wendy, I am in RPGs, whenever there's a recommended playtime, you can double it for me, because I will always do all the side quests and all the crafting and all the optional stuff. So I have to be very methodical.
Manuel Godoy, a painting of himself in his room.
Oof.
Now that's not going to help him develop a sense of modesty.
Oi! What an egoist. Wow. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I saw something back here. Coin! Yay. Oh, I can get out on his balcony, too. Ooh, we'll save that for last. There's the piano. Key with an occult air symbol. Excellent. Still can't play any of the pianos, though. I'm very frustrated by that. Frustrated, disappointed. More like, ooh, here's more stuff. Stuff! Another Carmelite water, so we'll pull up on that again. Any books? Anything from your library want to rummage? No. Okay. So this guy's an egotistical nozzle, and we're trying to keep him out of it. Okay. Ooh, ooh, letters.
Mary Louise of Parma. How ironic having a painting of the Queen of Spain in one's room, my Lord Duke.
Observe the fainting or notice. Well, we get to notice something for free, so let's notice something.
It looks like someone's hidden something on the back of this painting. It's a letter. Of course, it's written in Spanish. And it reeks of lavender. Well, well, Mr. Godoy. You seem very interested in hiding this letter. Another secret romance, I presume?
Oof, it would take a lot to translate it, but should we do it anyway? Let's translate it. It's gonna be expensive, but should we use one of our Carmelite waters? We just picked one up, so yeah.
So, let's see what it says.
Louis. My tender Papita, I feel so guilty at being so far away from you again, even if it's for the good of my country. I feel awful at having to leave you after a silly little spat, because you are the only woman I love, Josepha, forever. I told you before, everything I have, everything I can offer you, I owe to the affection of the Queen. Let's stay united, please, even in sacrifice for the two of us, for our future children. Stop being jealous. You are the only one who fills my thoughts. Everything else is just a game, I swear. Cool. He's a charmer. Ugh. Or I'm wondering if it's her writing this to him. Very sus, Silver. Very
It
sus.
seems the Queen isn't the only one enjoying the Lord Duke's favors. If the Queen found out, it would cost him dearly. I'll keep it with me. You never know.
Leverage! Do-do-do-do-do. Alright, what else is on this desk? Lord Duke, here is some information obtained by our intelligence service. I can confirm that Mr. Hay is indeed working on an agreement with Great Britain. The aim seems to be to weaken the French economy and secretly that of the Spanish by seizing merchandise at sea. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun! Pirates. Our treasuries are already suffering from the embargo on French food products. Such a treaty would mean the ruin of our colonies. Well, no loss there. I have no doubt that you will be able to swiftly find a diplomatic solution, awaiting further instructions. Oh, thank you. Meddlesome. Thank you very much. All right, now let's go next. Let's go to his room next door. Hey, Marshmallow. All right, so here's his room. You have any good books? I'm still looking for some more good books. Pardon me. What have we got here? A golden elixir, but my inventory is full. Boo. Books. You have no books in your tub, sir.
What is wrong with you?
What is wrong with you? Keith. What's this painting?
Brutus and his companions taking an oath to kill Caesar.
Excellent. So, Mortimer is signaling, yeah, I know all about you and your betrayals and your doubles-crossing schemes. Thank you.
We're doing alright, Marshmallow. We are adjusting to the time shift in the UK.
Oh, that was a devil's thorn.
Charles IV of Spain. Now there's no chance of Godoy forgetting who he owes everything to.
And you cried a little bit about having an hour of my sleep stolen.
And then we theorized it would make a great premise for a short story about if you had control over how much time was lost to daylight savings every year. Can't go out on his balcony. Fairchild would want to go out his balcony.
Bye.
Bye! You remember what happened when they found... Oh! There's so much in that one line! Anyway. Okay. Oh, there's a book. Noblesse of the Sword. Okay. Maybe that's a... Let's see. Where's my reading list? Oh, it's a point in agility. Thank goodness I could use that. I have so many feelings about that line. It sets up so much because in one line, it tells you everybody remembers. Avatars lived.
Vengeance.
Vengeance is foremost on the population's minds. But it doesn't actually tell you what happened to Simon. It's so beautiful. The economy of world building in that one line. Editorial chef's kiss. Beautiful.
Maria Louisa of Parma.
There she is.
Although not Godoy's true love, the Queen is his benefactress according to some people.
Long-winded legal battle where his assets are seized and redistributed. Right? There's so much. The lawsuits for... Ooh.
A fragment of amber.
Excellent. Thank you. Oh, I earned another point of attention. Yay. Oh, that one line. Anyway, sorry. I admire the skills. Yo, anyway, you were saying.
The thing is, as well, as someone pointed out in the chat, imagine you woke up from, hell and found a guy who trapped you on an eternal roller coaster just standing on the other side of the street. Simon would be like, oh, hello, no hard feelings, right? And then the first brick would hit.
Right? There's so much implied. Oh, love it.
Peter never had to deal with any of that mess.
Well, you and I have talked about this a lot in the last couple of days.
Yes, we
about if Peter dodged a bullet or
Like being hit by another one.
or just got nicked by an early one, or yeah. And let's not even talk about Imperio's like washing up on shore artwork that just wrecks me.
Oh god.
I've already been linked to like 3 different AO3 fanfics about Lonely Eyes, and it's like, oh god, I am so well and truly in my feelings. It's wonderful. Oh, yeah, exactly. All right, I don't think there's going to be anything else in here. Is there anything over the fireplace? Oh, whoa, there is one. There's another coin. Excellent. Alright. Can we go out the balcony? Let's see. Let's try going out his balcony. I don't think we've been able to get out this setup. There's no balcony here. What about the other one? And that, Havenly, is exactly why creators are not allowed to read fanfic. Very well illustrated. Haven says, I'm just saying, I wrote a fic where Martin has to stab John to stop a ritual months ago. Where's my royalties? That is why writers do not read fanfic. They're not allowed because people sue over stuff like that all the time. Well, here I am on the balcony. It's just about 4 steps wide and there's nothing on it.
The best example that I ever heard was Babylon 5, where I think it's about halfway through production, like halfway through season 3. J. Michael Straczynski, the showrunner, had talked about how they would regularly get sent spec scripts and they had to read them to check them. And the moment they read them, a lot of the time they had to make course corrections. And thankfully, none of these were ever major. None of these were ever, we figured out how you're ending the 5-year plot. But he said there was one which had a really serious knock-on effect, where an episode was actually pushed 3 years in the running order, because they needed to leave it long enough for it to not plausibly be based on the spec script. It's actually the first episode of season 5. The inciting incident in that, where a frozen body is basically fired at command and control from a ship that dropped in and out of hyperspace, was put in a spec script in the early 90s, and they had to go, shit, and park this thing for like 3 years.
Yeah, exactly. It's why spec strips started, is because, yeah, all of that.
It's
all
also why you have the ridiculous lawsuit that dogs Star Trek Discovery for its first 2 years, where and superficially you look at this thing and go, you know what, the man might have a point. Game developer had developed a game involving
I want to go check Washington.
dimensional travel through the mycelial network being steered by a tardigrade. And that's exactly what this one of the central MacGuffins of Disco is. And you think, oh my god, he's got a case. Then you realise the game exists in a perpetual alpha and maybe 200 people have seen it. It's never been widely released, and it is just one of those unfortunate cases of parallel evolution.
We haven't checked Volner's room. Let's go check Volner's room.
Volner.
Well, Washington's here, so I want to go around the long way. This is Piachi's room. I think we've already been through here. Let's see if there's anything new. I'm not seeing anything new, so we'll go out. So yeah, that's Washington's room. But we haven't checked Von Warner's room yet. and I still want to see if we can get back into tower room as well. So let's go around the long way. Am I going the right way? Yeah, okay. We're going to go running around the long way. What is Zolya saying? I'm sorry, I can't read it.
Doesn't it also get ruled that actually a lot of the things that came up are just things that tardigrades do in nature and you can't copy them? Yeah, I think that was the other aspect of it.
Yeah, there'll be they won't let me up here, will they? Oh, they would. No, it's blocked out. Okay. So where are we now? So this... Can I get back in here? Yes, excellent. Wendy, one of these days when we're allowed to get together in person again, we will pick an RPG and we will spend like 100 hours playing it together. It will be fabulous. We'll stream it. It's just Wendy and Marguerite go on tangents. It'll be great.
Dante's Paradise.
Wordy bloke approved.
Raise your head and be
You are
reassured.
my adorable wordy
For
bloke.
what comes up here from the mortal world
There was one of
right
those,
in your rays.
I wanted to get back in here because there was one of those alchemical boxes. That sounds very strange.
Alchemical devices.
Hey, yeah, here, this.
A chest with the occult symbol representing air.
Use the right key. And now I have such lockpicking that I don't have to pay for this. It's just a golden elixir and my inventory's full. Boo! Oh well. Oh, but I got another amber fragment, it looks like.
There you go.
Okay, it was totally worth it then. Right, so where are we? We're on the tower room. Yeah, Von Werner's room next door. Okay, fine. Let's go. We haven't gone through there yet. The tower room doesn't have access to a balcony. Okay, fine. Good. Let us stream tangents. Wendy and Marguerite stream a game very slowly. That sounds fantastic. All right, start suggesting games that we're going to play, folks. Something that has a bazillion tons of crafting and side quests. Ooh, I'm going the wrong way.
Yeah, Zolya, I was looking into those.
Looking into what?
The PlayStation Home have just released 10 games for free, basically because of the pandemic. And
We got Subnautica out of it, didn't we?
I downloaded Subnautica from it, which is
Yeah, here's...
basically No Man's Sky, but underwater as well, which should be actually might be quite good for the stream.
Yeah, okay. This is... Oh, yeah, we have been in here before, haven't we? Because this is the alchemy room.
The alchemist is a young man.
Okay.
The Great Work of the Soul by S. Madone. Pure alchemy is a thought. An art
could
is
just do it with Mass
performed
Effect.
on the matter of the soul. Great
Oh,
alchemists
I hate
could transform and perfect
I
the
love
latter
you
by a
and I
series of
hate
processes known as the Great Work.
Can I have more coffee?
There are 4 phases to attain the ultimate in spiritual fulfillment.
Perry, are you wandering around Mass Effect?
1%, somebody, Haven recommended a 100% Skyrim stream. Oh my gosh, I would totally replay all, we can search diligently. Wendy, we could replay all of Mass Effect when the remaster comes out in May. Oh. I miss Dingus as well, Eldritch. We were talking about Dingus the other day. What is this? 4 phrases to attain the ultimate in spiritual fulfillment. Do I have to read this? Okay. Well... This seems like a
Very
puzzle.
metaphorical as occult theories go.
Seems
The
like a
human
puzzle,
spirit
doesn't it?
being the prima materia of the alchemist.
Yeah, it sounds like a puzzle. All right, if there's a puzzle in here, let's find it. If you got a puzzle, I find it. Anyway, sorry. Sorry. Not sorry. Ooh, what's in your stuff? I'm gonna search it.
Golden elixir.
Yes, thank you.
A table of alchemical symbols.
Okay, fine.
Someone circled the zinc symbol.
Zinc, huh? All right. Fine. Wait, didn't we do this puzzle? there was like a box in here that we had to... Yeah, it was this, wasn't it? I think we already did this one. Oh, and I'm having the you've been taking too much stuff. Dear Jonah, or Johan, I am so glad you were coming. I did not doubt for a single minute that you would accept this invitation, despite the risks involved and the fact we know each other well. Though we have gotten over many obstacles together, I cannot hide my apprehension this time round, given how high stakes are today. But having you here, Johan, is an invaluable asset. Keep up the effort, and I will be all the more proud and satisfied. Looking forward to seeing you again, Gregory H. What an ugly and uncomfortable looking bed. Though I do really like this whole lounge chair at the foot of the bed thing. I want one of those one day. That would be awesome. So, proud and satisfied. Heyo. Alright. So let's go into Washington's room now, which is here, isn't it? Because Washington's who we're looking for, isn't it? Because we're supposed to convince him. We're just rifling through everything else along the way. As all good adventurers do. Pick all the flowers. Oh god, Wendy, we can play Witcher 3 and pick all the flowers. I 100%ed Skyrim on three different consoles. Oh my gosh. Okay, so maybe not Skyrim is what we're saying. Fine. Let's play Mass Effect, Wendy. I love Mass Effect. Only that we're going to make all the same choices because it's me. No, that's not true. We're not going to make all the same choices. We're going to make some new choices. Garrus. I need to romance Garrus. I need to resist my love for Thane and romance Garrus because Garrus deserves it. Alright, so now we've gone full circle. Washington's room is just right here. Alright. Sir? Sir? I'm supposed to convince you of something. I don't know what. Let's find out. I haven't played Red Dead. That would be good. I love Westerns. I can do all the voices. That'll be fun. Yeah, I make tons of potions and never use any of them. I'm just drinking my coffee, folks. We've been playing for about an hour, so if you haven't in the last hour or so, please consider getting up and getting a stretch, getting a drink of water. Make sure that if you made a cup of tea or a cup of coffee, drink it while it's hot. Pets, medications. You have 50 minutes to buy turnips if you are now in the British summertime time zone. All of that good stuff. DAI, I always stop everywhere to pick herbs. What do you mean you don't have 90,000 sacks full of elf fruit? What's wrong with you? And the flowers. You have to... I always do the upgrade to Skyhold that involves letting me plant rare flowers so I can collect all the seeds. It's a point of pride, isn't it? How long you can go without drinking a potion. Exactly. Let's take a second and stretch, everybody. Oh, but more important... Okay, so more importantly... We have now concluded the awful 2-week period of time where the US is on daylight savings, but the UK or Europe are not, which is such a pain because it throws off all my scheduling. And now, just to make things worse, summertime ends for Australia next week.
Oh, come on.
So I've got to readjust everything all over again. Are you comfortable?
Yeah, I'm comfortable.
Do you want some Advil or anything?
I'd take some of it.
Okay, cool. I have coffee. I've stretched my legs. I've had a drink of water. I'm going to finish my drink of water. And then we shall investigate Washington's room.
Like in National Treasure.
Stop it! Where are you listening? Is this the Hilltop Road Photo Haven? No. Oh, you went to Fish Market Close. Nice. So I know Zalia has a photo at Fish Market close too. The next time we go up to Edinburgh, babe, we're totally going to do that. No, that's not true. I want us to go...
Yes.
Huh?
Hell yes.
We need to go to Aldgate East so that you can stare at an apartment block and I can take a photo of smacking you over the head with a Guardian newspaper from the back.
Gertrude!
Gertrude! Exactly. Primo stuff. Okay. Where are we? Okay, let's go see if Washington's in here, shall we? That was 4 rats on Hilltop. Ah, nice. I love how many people went to iconic locations to take photos. That makes me so happy. Yes. 4 rats went to Hilltop Road and took their album cover photo. It was amazing. I want, in the after times, I want a bus tour. I want a Magnus bus tour of different Magnus locations. And then we can take, like, trivia contests as we drive around. It would be awesome.
Is Peter Lucas awesome? Yes, no.
Is Peter Lucas awesome? Yes, yes. Yes or very yes?
Very yes.
All right, here we go. Oh, wow, I never noticed the Masonic wheel.
Right.
Oh, no. Okay. Whew. This is not Washington's room. This is Emily's room. This is Sarah Adams' room. Okay, God, I was getting scared. Wow, they cleaned up that rug real fast. Anyway, yes. This is Emily's. Oh, wait, there may be... No, that's a letter. I remember that being a letter. Was there any other stuff in here that I didn't get? That's another letter. That's another letter. I remember these letters. Why did they leave the candles lit? That doesn't make any sense. Anyway. Oh, I get why she's not sleeping on the bed. Look, she's pushed it in front of the balcony door so nobody can get at her. Poor thing. Alright. Well, I don't think we need to be in here. Oh, that's a devil's store, but our inventory's full again. It's fine. Anything else? No. Lots of alchemical stuff, though. We went in the wrong room. Alright, that's fine. We'll go in the right room. Bathtub full of books! Exactly what?
San Diego has just announced an in-person con Thanksgiving weekend.
Really? They've pushed back to Thanksgiving?
Oh no, they're having another virtual con in the usual window. They're having a smaller in-person one in Thanksgiving weekend.
Smaller. Nonsense. Oh, wow.
Has interesting Worldcon implications now, doesn't it?
Yeah, I really hope they consider delaying until December. The question will be whether they delay the Hugo presentation until December, because that would suck.
President George Washington.
All right, Washington. We'll see. They shouldn't have a second in-person one. But I wonder if that means that Destination Trek will go forward in November as well. I think there's actually an app that you can use for free to put together audio guides, which could be used for places like London. Oh, nice. Nice. What's that little red triangle icon thingy? I think that indicates that we've been taking too much stuff. I know that's a scientific term. Let's see. Intoxicated. Dialogue timer is hidden. No! No, that's bad! Okay. Where's my make effects go away thing? A golden elixir to the left. Okay, we'll use that. No. No. If I have a dialogue timer, I must know of it. I've been hitting the sauce is what's happening here. Alright, here's Washington's room. Oh, here's something. Great. That's another golden elixir. Excellent.
A map of Vermont.
What?
A map of Vermont.
Oops, the timing on that dialogue choice was off again. He sounds like a chipmunk.
Map of Vermont.
Why does he need Vermont? He's from Virginia. That's Massachusetts. Fun with geography! Look at the curio case here. Nice. Connecticut?
A map of Connecticut.
My dear George, I'd like to invite you to join me as planned at my place with fire. I know your new country is very young, but rest assured that I would do nothing to jeopardize what we have built together. I look forward to seeing you soon. Your friend, William.
And yes, Anil and Zalia, a TMA walking tour of London would be amazing. That sounds really, really fun. It'd probably have to be a ticketed thing. Or a self-ticketed and there's only so many people who can go at one time. You could run it multiple times if you wanted to. But yeah, there are many options. What's this? Ooh, plot!
Locked.
Pick the lock. Use the small key or force open. Well, let's look for a small key. Let's finish exploring before we force any locks. Because we can get this bedroom here. A Walkman tour on tape! Wendy, yes! Brilliance! And then the tape is a commemorative thing! Oh, that is so cool! Wendy, you're brilliant. Oh, yes! And cassette tapes are really easy to have made in bulk now. I love it.
Oh my god.
Behold, a small key. Excellent. Wendy, you're... Oh, yes. 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 Headcanon accepted. Yes. Commemorative cassette tape. Walking tour. Oh.
Portrait of George Washington.
Really? You put a portrait of himself over his bathtub. Okay, that's... I don't kink shame. Let's move on. Let's just move on. All right, what's in the locked case? Because I have the key now. Money? Drugs? Occult books? Who knows? Damnation, I just had my $1 million idea, and it's going to make the $1 million for someone else. I'm sorry, Wendy. It's such a great idea. Let's hope that Anil credits you if RQ winds up making these. No, see, now what you'd have to do, Wendy, is you have to sell, like, the bespoke crocheted cassette tape covers or something.
One-of-a-kind version of...
Who knows? Let's see what we got in here.
Locked.
All right, I have the key now. Whoever does it, just accept my money. What have we got? Drugs.
The president's personal reserve of laudanum, and judging by the quantity, you can't go without it.
Oh, and a letter.
Ah, there's also a letter.
Dear Mr. President, anyway, sorry, stop it. I am returning my answer as quickly as I can. We already spoke about it before you left, but I note that things have not improved. I urge you to follow my advice and to stop taking laudanum immediately. I am already looking for a substitute, but I'm afraid you won't wait. Your excessive consumption is in danger... Consummation? Yeah. Your excessive consummation is in danger of definitively impairing your chances of securing your next mandate. Your addiction is jeopardizing the exercise of your office and duties, my friend. I regret I see no other the solution but to stop your daily intake. Yours sincerely, Dr. W. Thornton. Right? How many M's are there? It's like consummation. And a fragment of amber. So now we have blackmail material on Washington that he's an addict. Sorry for that last... We didn't know about it. So we'll put a content warning in the stream notes for this. Well... Yeah, it absolutely would kill a person. That's a lot. Or maybe it's just that he's traveling with a lot because he doesn't want to get cut off. All right, let's see. Let's not murder Washington. I mean, if we're going for the let us change the course of history thing, then fine. Let's see. Let's see. All right, but he's not here, more importantly. So we gotta... He's not in his rooms. We need to figure out where he's gone. Uh-oh.
Louis? What?
Uh-oh!
What are you doing in my room?
Oh.
Oh, crap. Told him you got the wrong room. That ain't gonna fly. Flatter him? Etiquette is... What is Washington's response to... etiquette? I don't know any of his vulnerabilities. Let's use one of those. One of those tell me what's... Yeah, we need a devil's thorn to the right. None of these apply. Flatter him. Pretend you hit a burglar. Oh gosh, the cost on that is horrible. He's got a secret stash, right?
I think so, yeah.
So he's going to be terrified that somebody will steal it.
Yeah.
As I walked by your room, I noticed the door was open. I wanted to check that no one had gone in.
And what is the outcome of your investigation, Inspector de Richet?
Go ahead. Laugh it off. I didn't see anyone, Mr. President.
Splendid. All is safe and sound. Well, since you're here, can I get you something to drink?
No, thank you, Mr. President.
As you wish. Well, Louis, it's getting late, and this is not my first conference. So let's get straight to the point. You are here to motivate me to change sides.
I have decided not to follow Mortimer.
I noticed. Every man must make his own choice. What can we say? That's the political game. And you did not commit to supporting Mortimer, so there's nothing for you to feel bad about. So what can I do for you?
Immunity. You are a laughingstock. He's immune to politics. Okay. I can lie. I can tell him... I can do what I did with the other team, which is... tell him what Mortimer told me. Which only betrays Mortimer and his equal opportunity. I kind of like speaking about Mortimer's plan. I'm going to need a lot of royal jelly after this is over, though. I've got to start learning more diversion skills. Yeah, let's tell him about Mortimer's plan. That feels right. Huh?
Yeah, do that.
President Washington, I regret that my situation is contrary to yours, especially as I really do respect you.
Me too, Louis. Let us not mix business and emotion.
Understood. I've just come from a meeting with Sir Gregory and his supporters. They are all rallying against Mortimer's project.
That is to be expected.
Great Britain, the Kingdom of Spain and Sicily, the Kingdom of Prussia, the Holy Empire, the Kingdom of Portugal, of Bohemia, and of Hungary.
I know, Louis. I know. The coalition against France also gives me cause for concern. I'm certainly not saying that, on paper, Mortimer's plan seems very viable. Anyway, you haven't really said what you wanted to say. Tell me, Louis, what have you come here to sell me?
You should join home.
And why would I do that?
shake his faith in Mortimer, blackmail him over the
What's he immune to?
laudanum. Huh?
What's he immune to?
I don't know anymore. This is etiquette. The etiquette worked last time. He's not going to feel duty to my mother because they're in the same religious order.
He might.
But if this succeeds, this technique will work better. Because ultimately what my mom wants is to destabilize Mortimer's influence on everybody. And we've already seen the consequence of that influence, of Mortimer's influence on Peru. So if I'm going to get him on side, I don't want him to resent me. All of these options are about him resenting me, saying you have to, or you owe me, or I'll blackmail you. But this, he will own this decision if I present him with the evidence and he reaches his own conclusion, which is manipulative and exactly what I have to be doing right now. So, have a good night, Eldritch. Say again?
We love this game.
I do like this game because it gives you multiple paths to the same outcome. How did he know about the coalition against France? They decided it in secret like 10 minutes ago, didn't they? Right, but I was there when they all decided it. Remember, that's why I left the Conclave Haven, is to go with Holmes' team, his side, to figure out what they were doing. Yeah. I'm going to shake his faith.
This type of meeting might be familiar to you, but for me, I must admit, Mr. President, it's all a bit over my head.
It's only natural, Louis. But you are managing rather well for a first-timer. You've chosen the wrong allies, that's all.
I hope my mother doesn't hold it against me if I made a mistake. Anyway, if Lord Mortimer does succeed, it would be no mean feat. Did he tell you what he would gain from it?
What do you mean?
Well, Mortimer's plan has been meticulously prepared for many years, I imagine.
Of that you can be sure.
It's only natural.
That was that load-bearing,
and his plan leaves nothing to chance.
No,
Yes, it was.
that's what...
He never commits his own fortune, let alone his reputation, since you're the one who takes center stage here.
In fact...
Whether he wins or loses, everything is arranged so that he comes out of it intact.
Yes,
You've got to hand it to him, though. He's a master at putting together a plan which puts himself at no risk.
Well
That's
done,
true.
Louis.
Don't worry, you can trust him.
Of course. I'll bet he's invested in a river transport company on the Mississippi or somewhere like that.
It's true I had never thought about what he might have to gain.
Very
Tell
well
me
done,
what Sir
Louis.
Gregory has to offer that I don't already have with Lord Mortimer.
Okay. I don't have the... All right, first of all, let us talk about how masterful that was. Excuse me, hashtag lawyered. He didn't actually reveal any of the plans. He just drew a lot of implications by association and let Washington talk. That was well done. I might need a clip of that to study. I'm very impressed with that writing. Okay, so now Washington is asking us what Holmes is going to offer that he doesn't have with Mortimer. You would be able to win colonies. Washington wasn't an expansionist. Keep what you already have. He's a politician. He's worried about re-election. A small fortune. Promise him Louisiana too. I can't. Peace wasn't Washington's goal. Neither was cash. It's in the interest of the American people is the best option to take here. But I'm going to have to take something in order to be able to use it. Let's see. Interest of the American. Let's do one of those whole your next use is free things. Yeah, let's use a Carmelite water for this one.
You are a man of conviction, Mr. President. You would never make a choice that could cost the American people very dearly. If Mortimer falls, he will bring the United States down with him.
It's true.
Haven't the American people suffered enough?
I would never do anything that would put my people in danger.
Exactly. Therefore, choose your allies wisely, sir.
I must admit, your arguments do make sense,
Excellent.
Louis. Louis, you convinced me. I congratulate you for your performance, because I didn't think it could happen.
Such a boss fight.
I merely exposed the facts to you.
Don't spoil everything with your false modesty now. You really were very good, and that's that. In any case,
I shall follow you on this one. This may well arouse Lord Mortimer's wrath, but I must put the United States before anything else. Have we finished, Louis?
Absolutely, Mr. President. I shan't keep you any longer.
Shan't.
Allow me to take my leave.
Good night,
Shan't.
Louis. Get some rest. Tomorrow will be a very big day.
Peru's gonna wake up dead. Yes,
That's one thing
exactly.
out of the way. The only thing left to do is wait for the conference to resume tomorrow morning.
Oh God, who's gonna be in my room when I go to bed? Oh no. Hey, Double O.
Morning, Double.
Right, so that went well, but now I'm exhausted. And I'm really worried that when I go to my room, somebody's going to be there. Oh, of course. Oh, God. All right, let's take a pause. Let's take a stretch.
Can I refill anything for you?
Excuse me, I needed a stretch. My coffee could use topping off if we have some. Could you put a spoonful of sugar in there because it's the weekend?
I made Anne Fresh Pot.
Ooh, you're the bestest. Thank you. Hello, Double O. We're coping. Oh, and Wendy has had like the most brilliant idea in the world that we're hoping Anil and Zalia may be able to roll with, which would be amazing. Yeah, Wendy's idea was, so we were talking about tours of UK or London sites for TMA, like a walking tour or a bus tour, because people were showing photos they had taken of themselves listening to Magnus 200 in different places like Hilltop Road or the Fish Market Close. But Wendy's idea was that it was a cassette tape walking tour, like a Walkman tour, and that the commemorative item you would get would be the cassette tape. Ah, a pilgrimage. Yeah, exactly. The devotional walk. Yeah, so Wendy's brilliant idea was the Walkman cassette tape tour, and we're all like, "Oh my God, that's brilliant! We would very much like that." So, I hope that is a thing that comes to exist. I mean, it's not like they don't have access to all the voice actors who could voice the various segments. It would be great. Wendy is in fact a genius. Yes, that is correct. All right, should I take some like preemptive stuff? I mean, I've got a lot of the various supplies, and I can always pause and do it unless it's a timed conversation thing. So I think I'm not going to take anything right now in case I'm being paranoid, and I'm going to rely on the fact that hopefully when I'm done I'll get some points back. Exactly. If you can get them in bulk relatively cheaply, a custom cassette would be a cool swag bag thing for a convention. You can get USB sticks that look like cassette tapes as well, if nothing else. I've seen them. I've almost ordered them before. Yes. All right. Please don't let there be anybody in my room. Please don't let there be anybody in my room. Please don't let there be anybody in my room. All right. Is this the right way to my room? Yes. Okay. I'm going to bed. Please let me go to bed. Please don't interrupt me going to bed. I can't go through here anymore, which disappoints me. So. Alright. Is this my room? Or is this Emily's room?
Monseigneur, His Eminence Cardinal Piaggi.
This is my room, isn't it? Oh, I hope so. I just went in it. Thank you very much. Oh! Please don't let anybody be in my room. Please let me go to bed. Oh, crap!
Good evening, Monsieur le Français.
Duchess, you're here. What a charming surprise.
Oh, God.
I'm beginning to think you can't be without me.
Hey!
You have managed to penetrate my armor, sir.
Oh!
Am I disturbing you, perhaps?
Do I need an alibi tonight when Peru's gonna wind up dead tomorrow?
Sex and times.
Huh. She looks like she has to go pee. She's doing the potty dance. It's ridiculous. Didn't we shoot her down before?
Yes.
I think we're gonna have to keep her sweet if we want to, right? And
she's all like, look, I'm being all cute and charming.
That's not what I said.
Ah, by the way, congratulations on choosing Sir Gregory this evening. You surprised me. I wasn't expecting it.
Why, Emily?
Or
Can't you read me like an open book?
Not as well as you read me, it would seem.
I'll teach you if you'd like.
There's nothing I'd like more.
Tell me, are these visits to Mortimer's always so intense?
Yes and no. My sister doesn't normally disappear like she has. Any news of your mother?
we've been honest with her so far. And it would be expensive to lie. Yeah, she's absolutely taped into that sucker.
I've seen her, Emily.
What? When was that?
A little earlier, just before the conference. She was hiding.
And did you manage to speak to her?
She's not the same. I don't know what's been happening to her, but she's changed. I found her in a deplorable state with one of her hands cut off. I mean, she was saying crazy things, bordering on delirium.
What? Did you say one of her hands was cut off? What happened to her?
I don't know. She wouldn't say.
And did she tell you why she shot Emma?
No. Unfortunately, we were unable to broach the subject. She seemed terribly upset, Emily. There's something strange going on here. She was fearful of something or someone.
Excuse me, Louis, but until we see proof of the contrary, she's the one who is sowing death everywhere she goes. We are the ones who ought to be fearful.
I know.
No, I apologize for that remark. Who do you think she's hiding from? Mortimer?
I don't know. Maybe.
Louis, I don't want to pile it on, but I would understand her feelings there. You ought to be wary of Mortimer. He's a manipulator, a liar, a coward who doesn't assume his responsibilities at all.
What exactly happened between you two, Emily? You're so radically against him.
Can we change subject, please? I didn't come here to go through all that again.
Of course, it's late. You're right.
Okay. Horrible simulated kissing.
Distraction accepted.
Come, Louis.
Now she's gone, and we're about to have a night.
My friends, do not worry. I assure you that Lord Mortimer's plan will never see the light of day. I shall deal with informing our allies, but for the time being, I need you to make a stand.
What do you think about Monsieur de Richet?
I don't know yet. I feel there's great potential in him. He looks like he can be trusted.
Why isn't he with us? He was opposed to Mortimer.
I'll wait and see. I'm still not sure of his position. And Duchess Hillsborough. Oh, why isn't she here? She's busy. Don't worry about her.
Oh, isn't it time to replace her?
Not so fast, sir. She is an important figure. You ought to have a little more faith in her. What are we going to do about Washington? He will be a hard nut to crack. On our chessboard, he is Mortimer's king. Don't worry. Mr. President only wants one thing. To keep his dear America united. He won't jeopardize everything he has achieved on a whim. He has been serving Mortimer for quite some time. It won't be easy to bring him around. I have asked Monsieur de Richet to approach him. Let us have faith in him. I sense that Mr. Peru is about to surprise us too.
Yet he is Mortimer's strong arm in France.
He knows his time has come, and I believe he's intelligent enough to realize it means he is no longer any use to Mortimer. Do you feel all right, Mr. Godoy? You haven't said a word.
Please, excuse me, gentlemen. I feel tired.
Oh, I see. I think it is high time you left us then. Now!
I'm sorry. Did Holmes just notice that we were possessing Godoy?
I think they may have done, yeah.
Interesting.
Let's see if you get a very interesting visit when you wake up.
Blech. No. Yeah.
Emily?
Of course she's gone. Hello.
Emily? Are you there?
No.
Look at your boy, artfully disheveled there.
Sir, the conference is about to begin. You are expected in the conference room.
Tell them I'm coming. Thank you. Come on, Louis. The game is back on.
I'm surprised that the chapter's not ending there. Oh, man.
Well, hey, the camera's got white man.
Yep. Back
My
to
friends, the conference is about to begin. Please excuse me if I troubled you last night with my project. I understand that you might well have a few questions to ask. As you know, the final vote will be cast in a few days. This morning's aim is to answer your questions and check the temperature of your respective positions so that we may reach a greater understanding.
As always, Lord Mortimer.
We parted in perfect disagreement, my lord. Where would you like us to take it from?
Come, sir. Please let William believe he still has a chance of winning us over. Otherwise, his imprecations will lack panache, and we shall be bored stiff.
Oh, let me assure you, I am convinced that a good night's sleep has brought sound advice, and that this morning will be even more interesting. Therefore, I would like to go around the table in order to hear everyone's first impressions.
Well, I am still firmly against it, even though my choice won't count.
Against.
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 And you, Luc Manuel?
Against, of course.
Well, as for me, I am for Lord Mortimer's project, despite Duchess Hillsborough's overwhelmingly convincing nocturnal attentions.
What? So Emily was playing at trying to win over guests last night?
It was nothing more than a friendly little chat, of course.
How could it be otherwise? And by the way, remember me to your husband when you see him. And you, President Washington, what is your position?
Well, you see, Monsieur Bonaparte, I would rather you'd have forgotten me for a minute. William, I am sorry, but I cannot follow you this time.
George? What?
I am against William. Please excuse me. I cannot commit the United States to such an enterprise. It's just too risky.
Well, that leaves just yourself and Monsieur Peru, Louis.
You're all making me sick. Look at yourselves.
What?
You are pathetic!
Have you been drinking or what?
There you are, quibbling away. My Lord Duke this, and Madame Duchesse that. You know very well that we're nothing but puppets on a damn string.
Jacques, Camille.
Let's end the charade. It's over.
Jacques.
My lord.
Oh no.
Thank
He's gonna
you
pull a gun.
for everything you've done for me over the years. But it didn't come for free. And now I see the price is too high to pay. I'll stop.
Come, Jacques, we'll talk it over.
No, I'm finished. I want my freedom back, my lord. I shall no longer work for you.
Yeah, we are absolutely intervening in this, thank you. I'm not about to let him shoot himself. He's been manipulated. We have to help him. Okay. Gosh, I hope I have enough stuff to get us through this.
Wait!
De Richet, you just can't help it, can you?
Well,
stop
just
trying to
in case
play the
this is
hero, man!
A little intense, it's okay to step away.
I'm hoping this is not time sensitive, so we can pause here a moment. If people need to step away for a little bit because we have suddenly gone somewhere a bit intense, it's okay. Don't worry about it. Yep, I'm gonna pause here for a few minutes. Unfortunately on a terribly uncomfortable scene, but if you need to step away, it's okay. We can, Wendy has offered to ping folks when they need to. Alright, with all that said, I'm not going to make him think of his child because he doesn't want Mortimer to know or pay attention to her, so doing that publicly would not be bad. It's not like him is untrue. This is completely like him. He telegraphed the heck out of it last night. He's not going to kill anyone. He's going to kill himself. That's stupid. I'm going to help him. He doesn't want a hero. So that looks the best.
Monsieur, I know I don't really know you, but you seem like a decent person.
I have done so many horrible things.
You blame yourself, I can see that. Everything's not lost.
I don't want to do bad things anymore.
You can take control of yourself again. You can fix whatever it is you've done.
Do you really believe that?
Of course, Jacques. You'll have all the time you need.
Okay. So... Home can protect him. No, I don't have the right to commit home. Your daughter has nothing to fear. No. Let's stand together? The order can protect him. No. This choice is more empowering. He's going to be alright. Let's use a golden elixir. Hang on. I'm sorry, I always do this, but I can never remember which buttons are which. So Carmelite water, next skill use is free. And I also want to use... Yeah, so let's go up here.
I'm sure we can work things out.
But you don't know him.
Let's stay united, Jack. He's nothing without us.
Really?
Trust me.
Okay. Appease him. Be firm. Take the gun from him. All this agitation isn't worthy of us. Etiquette's one of his weaknesses, isn't it? Yes. So let's use the etiquette option. Oof. Should we use another golden elixir? Save ourselves some action points if we need it. We're running out of Carmelite water, but yeah. Oops, I used the wrong thing. Crap.
This is not who you are. You're better than that.
You don't know me.
Yes, I do. I know you're no coward, so give me your weapon, please.
But
There's nothing to fear. I'm right here.
I don't want him to talk to me.
Don't worry. You're safe now, Jacques.
Poor guy.
Monsieur Peru, you could have seriously hurt someone if Monsieur de Richet here hadn't stopped you.
Fuck off,
Your
Mortimer.
behavior is unacceptable. You would do better to go and rest in your apartment. My friends, we shall continue the conference later. I would like to apologize for the inexcusable behavior of my guest.
Jerk, you're the one
You
who
all
drove him
need
to
to
it.
recover from all of this excitement. Take the rest of the day off.
I don't like how Mortimer spun that, but that's Mortimer was always gonna spin something. Oh, that went very well.
Oh.
So the only thing that we missed is we could have followed Mortimer, but that was it. Okay. Yeah, I do not like how Mortimer handled that at all. Yeah, he definitely shouldn't be alone, Daily Shochika. I'm with you. I love how everyone but me realized there was no swearing on the streams. It's okay, Specky. We were very sweary earlier today.
Fuck yeah, we were.
Hell yeah. Alright. Give me lots of experience points, please. I need more experience points. So, given that we've almost been streaming for 2 hours, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the experience thing and then wrap it up, and we'll pick it up with whatever chapter 9 is next. All right. So, points. 5 points before we've already got. I'm trying to get everything at level 2 because that gives me the big discounts. Vigilance we definitely need more of. Diversion, conviction, etiquette. Gosh, we need all of this. 2 points in politics. How many points we need left in diversion? 4. Gosh. 5. Ugh. So 2 points in politics will get us to where we need to be. Let's see what books we have available to us. Okay, so we're running out of reading. We have Subterfuge.
You've literally read all of the books.
Erudition, Questioning, Agility, Manipulation. Agility, I'm definitely going to read. Etiquette, conviction. Yeah, see, all the books I have left are in these areas where we already have lots of points. 11 points. Wow, jeez. You're right.
I'm good.
I want to get all of this to level 2. More daylight shenanigans have happened. That's right, 00. So, British summertime started today. We started streaming at 10 UK. So we've been going almost 2 hours. Now we're going to wrap up here pretty quick. But first I need to spend my experience points. I think...
Damn right you do.
Oh, I'm really... gosh. Two points would get me politics. And then I could put 2 more points into conviction, and then a guy could get conviction next time. Or I could just spend 1 point each here, but then we don't really benefit from it. So let's do that.
First course of action is usually the best.
And then... I think I have an etiquette book I can read now. Erudition. Questioning.
Middle of this incredibly intense conversational fight, you're like, 1 moment, sir, I must research.
Right? Yeah. No, none of those skills. 2 points. 5 points. Pink Sparkles, the origin of daylight savings time is attributed to farming needs, but I think that's anecdotal. Every time daylight savings happens, the whole "why do we do this to ourselves" thing comes up again. I agree with you. It's so stressful. I'm glad you've joined us, Haven. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks, Evan.
Yeah, I think it's an urban legend. People will go out shopping when it's light after work. I wish. Okay, one of the things that took me the most time to adjust to when I moved to the UK was the fact that your stores all close by 6, 7 p.m. I'm like, what do you mean I can't go grocery shopping at 9 p.m.? This is not good. This is frustrating. 4 points, 2 points. Let's go for linguistics. We'll kill that off next time. All right. All right, let's see what happens. All right, let's see what happens next. I'm hoping we... Dangerous stakes, huh? I'm hoping if I level up more, I'll get more skill points, because this whole 4 skill points of level thing is really frustrating. Crap, they're gonna make me do more.
That makes no sense at all. I don't understand. I spoke to him only recently.
Monsieur Perrault has lost his mind. It's obvious.
Yet another way for the French to make a spectacle of themselves. Well, once again, it has worked.
My friends, let us settle down, please. We are all in shock, of course. Let us celebrate Louis's courage. He enabled us to avert a tragedy.
Yes, that was very noble of you, Louis.
You have given us all a fine lesson in courage.
Thank you.
He owes you his life. That's quite something.
That madman deserves to die.
We are providing Monsieur Perrault with care, but rest assured, he is no longer a danger to himself or anyone else. I think everyone needs a little rest.
Yeah.
Can you stay a moment?
Not
Of
well
course.
handled there. Oh, yeah, exactly. That so could have gone better. Right, I think what I'm going to do, folks, is I think I'm going to stop here, because as soon as I pick my books... What's that?
Oh, Yoxalon.
Oh, okay. As soon as I pick books, it's going to want to launch into the next chapter. So let's wait here. And, God, that was a terrible sour note to end on, because are you really providing him with care? Are you? No, you're not. You've just manipulated him and discarded him, and you're upset that I called you out on it. Dang it. Humph. Oh, so
You're the nicest Secret Society member ever.
I am the nicest Secret Society member ever. Press X to doubt. Yeah, I'm right there with you,
Press
Silver.
F to be disrespectful.
Exactly. F for the chat.
F you, mother effer.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so I'm so sorry, everybody. Yawn stretch. Let us remind folks of where we are going to be this F for disrespects. Yes, exactly. I'm right there.
This Wednesday, we will be talking to the amazing C.L. Clarke about their debut novel, The Unbroken.
Which will be great.
Between about 10 and midnight. There will be a reading. There will be an interview. There will be
More Valentim.
shenanigans.
Yes. Because you have to go and have the party now.
I do.
You have the choice to invite Tim as your date.
Mm-hmm.
It will be very exciting. Yes, that was me seal clapping. I do that when
Operation
I'm excited.
Date the Himbo will conclude this Wednesday.
Exactly. That's the plan. And then we'll be back here next Sunday for selecting our personal library and hopefully checking in on Peru and making sure he's okay.
And then the Wednesday after that, the amazing Primi Mohammed will be on the show.
And Primi is such good people. Primi is very fun.
Brace for chaos.
Yes.
I think is the best way to describe it. Primi, we've known for years, but we met for the first time at Worldcon 2 years ago, and her editor, who's a good friend of ours, was giving out arcs of her debut novel. and had to tell Preemy to stop following him, taking the arc back off the person he just given it to, and telling him, I'm really sorry, this was a very bad idea, I told him not to do it.
But yeah, we've got guests lined up for the next 2 weeks, and then we are in the process of preparing the next piece of fiction that we will be presenting.
Oh yes, we are, aren't we?
Yes, we are. And then we've got a bunch of guests coming up that we're kind of locking in. So we'll give a more fuller update about April's. Oh my gosh, next week is April. We'll give a more fuller report on where we are and what's coming up in a little bit. So that's where you can find us. Thank you very much, Wendy and Zalia and all of our mods. I'm looking at the wrong window. Hold on a second.
But
where did my chat go?
Had diligent searching of all the couch cushions. Honestly, Wendy, I think that's really fair. I mean, you did the lion's share today by a considerable distance.
Wendy, you and I have to find a game that we can play very slowly and very completely together. That idea excites me. I like it. What's coming up in the Rusty Quill cinematic universe? The RQCU. Oh, that sounds really good, actually. The RQCU. I'm not. Next Sunday is Easter. That is correct. Ooh.
Do you want to stream on Easter, or do you want to take a week?
That's a very good point. Thank you for reminding me of the linear passage of time Daily Show. We will have a think about that, and we will let you know on Wednesday. How about that? Because that would be probably a good. We might have commitments. I don't know.
So
what is time?
It's possible that we may not be on next Sunday, but if we're not, we will let you know in very good time.
I've never played Breath of the Wild.
Sasha Book Club and Mera Bros.
Nothing from main RQ today.
Nothing
of course not. We're all recovering, Adam.
We're all tired.
We're also very tired. The fact that we're here is habit.
I do know there's a couple of Patreon projects which are kind of progressing down the pipeline, but I don't think those have quite gone public yet. So, but I'm in both of them. So,
and MacGuffin's at 8. Right. Okay, everybody. Have a good time zone. Although your time zone may be a new one, go check your time zone. Make sure nothing's changed. And we will see you around on Twitters. Take it easy.
Have a good one, folks.